Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for your likes, your shares, your subscription, for your comments, for every part of your, everything that you do for Reydiant Reality, everything that you do for me. It really is humbling to know that so many of you resonate with my work, and for all of you that are here every single week and sharing, liking and all of that stuff, it really does mean a lot to me. So I just wanted to give you a heartfelt message from my heart to yours to say thank you this week. Forget all of the spiel and all the rest of it. If you want to book a reading with me, you can do so on the website addressed below. Tribal Tuesday for September is open. Before we start, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the week ahead has in store for you. What is your destiny card for the week ahead? And this week you've got the Fool card, right? Okay, so new things, new places, new people, new energy, right? The Fool card is a reset. It represents Uranus, and it gives you that kind of, it's like a fated event. It's something that kind of comes out of the blue. Sometimes it can be in the guise of a person. Sometimes it can just be a moment. And the thing is, we very rarely see the full moment coming, right? It's just like the Tower, we very often do see coming, but we ignore it. Whereas the full moment, we very, very rarely see this coming, and it's only in hindsight that we look at it and we say, okay, that was a pivotal moment, right? So be on the lookout this week, see if you can spot it, but it does suggest that there is something new coming into your life this week. Interestingly enough, the Fool card has been quite clingy to you guys over the past probably like 8 weeks. I think you've pulled it like 3 or 4 times out of that in some capacity, which is really telling, because it suggests that your whole life is going through a big change and a big shift, and what it's bringing in for you is an influx of new energy, of new people, new clients, new business, possibly a new job, right? You have your ruler, which is in your sign, which is retrograde until I think it's the 11th of August, and that in itself will be changing you from a deep sort of space. But there's a new era of self coming in, but the fact that you keep pulling the Fool card in some capacity does mean that there is a fated event, and a big one at that, on its way to you. Let's have a look at the direction. You've got the Death card, right? So as one thing starts to leave your life and ends now, so another will come in, right? The Death card as a direction means that you are ready to walk away from something. It means that you're ready to close something down, and you're ready to move beyond a current sphere of understanding and existence. The Death card always brings an end, a transition or a transformation. And because it's Scorpio ruled, it sees you tapping into your desires, right? And really utilizing the power of this changing, of this new energy, to bring in the things that it is that you want in your life now. The Death card basically says that this week you will realize where you have to let something go in order for this new initiatory energy to start welcoming itself into your life. So let's have a look behind the scenes. What's going on in your insight? You've got the Page of Wands, right? So books, blogs, communication, dancing, speaking, writing, all of that sort of stuff. Anything that's emotive. This is the week for you to tap back into your creativity. And when I say your creativity, I'm talking about things that you do. So the act of writing, or typing, the act of creating something, tangible, but something creative in nature. Because it's here with the Death card, it's interesting because I think it was Libra had a similar message, but whereas theirs is more about the intuitive, imaginative, this is about the emotive and dynamic. This is a week for you to really tap into what your desires are, sexually, sensually, physically, financially, monetary, in all of those ways, shapes and forms. These are the things that you need to be looking at, and you're going to find that by utilizing your creativity, you can tap into these things. There's a very dynamic and almost even primal energy about these cards for me. It suggests that this week is going to have that kind of element to it. So you could find some of you have like a tryst where, you know, you're in a nightclub and you have like a you know, or you can have a one night stand, or there's that kind of energy here. Something happened very spontaneously, something where your desire just completely overtakes you and you go and have like this most amazing experience. And it could be fleeting, right? It's the Fool card, so there's nothing here necessarily solid about it. The Death card, even, I mean, even though it represents Scorpio, so it's got that fixed water energy, it's still water, right? So it doesn't necessarily have form. But there's something deeply creative, sensual, emotive, and even primal about this week for you. It's going to be a very interesting week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I wish you abundance of all of that good stuff. And I'll see you soon.